Good morning, Oracles. I hope you are all recovering nicely from the Cyber Rodeo last night. Well, we did not gap up like I thought we would. Still have a little time before market opens, but I think it's because Elon does not speak Wall Street. A lot of times Elon says a lot of things that those of us who are big fans of Tesla can hear and understand what he means, whereas in Wall Street, they don't. They don't get it. They have to take time to digest. It's not the strict numbers or the words that they are looking for that are going to entice them to invest more money. So this is, I think, the problem that we're sitting in right now with at least today's gap up. What that means for us as long-term investors is more buying opportunities at the prices we have because we saw what he said last night and we know the implications behind that. So I'm going to go through a lot of what he said last night. We're going to digest a bunch of it ourselves, and let me know in the comments below what you guys took away from last night. So one of the first things Elon spoke about was the size of Giga Austin and the massive structure that they have down there, and the fact that he's measuring it in the sizes of pentagons. So this is 3 pentagons large as far as the factory goes, and the efficiency of the factory is literally, as he said, raw materials in, bunch of stuff happens and a car comes out. And he had a whole map that was laid out of the whole entire factory. If you guys did not get a chance to watch the whole entire live stream last night, I will put the link in the description below so you can check out all the visuals that he put there. And it was crazy because it's literally materials are coming in one side and it's just going to go through the whole factory, and it's so unbelievably efficient. And as he had explained, when they were moving and making a decision to move from California to Texas, he's like, we needed an enormous piece of land for us to be able to put an extreme size on there. And we know that he had discussed in the past about his master plan part 3. And one of the things is scaling to extreme size, which is what he said this factory is designed to do. He said initially it's going to start out with a 500,000 year capacity, moving up to full ramp at 1 million, just as they are set right now. He said, again, this is the machine that builds the machine. The factory is the product, is what Elon had stated last night. He said, this is the most advanced factory Earth has ever seen. So now it makes me wonder, Shanghai was just rocking. They scaled so fast, faster than anybody else on that side of scale has ramped up their factory. So now it makes me wonder, how fast is Austin going to ramp? So they did their first deliveries last night. Austin is officially open. So now we have to take a look at what is the ramp rate going to be coming out of Austin. So he did confirm they do have the structural pack down there. Lots of videos I had seen of Twitter with the seats right on top of the whole entire structural battery pack. So this is what is going into the vehicles as we speak. And he did show videos of batteries being produced in Austin. So 4680 batteries are currently being produced out of the Austin factory right now. So again, we don't know the ramp rate. And I think this is part of why Wall Street isn't reacting the way that we thought they would. It's because he didn't confirm ramp rates, or he didn't confirm how far along they are, what progress they're at. That I think we're going to end up getting a big jump from when we get those numbers. So confirm that they do have the batteries being produced out of there right now. And he said that this is the ideal way that they are looking to build the vehicles, which is in 3 parts, which is 3 main massive parts, which is the front casting, the rear casting, and the structural battery pack. 3 main pieces, obviously with other components that are in there. And as Elon has always said, the best part is no part. And so less parts needed makes more cost efficiency, makes the vehicle production faster, makes higher margins in the end. So this is a huge, huge step forward. And Elon did state that with a trailing 12 months, they have now produced 1 million vehicles. And this is with Berlin and Austin just getting started. So they're already at a 1 million vehicle ramp rate as we speak. So we'll see how this ends by the end of the year. He did confirm that next year will begin production of Cybertruck, Roadster, Semi, and version 1 of Optimus. So Elon stated that this year they are focusing on massive scaling. This is why we have the Model Y everywhere being produced so heavily. Elon did say before that the Model Y is projected to be the #1 selling vehicle in the world in 2023. This year's focus is getting them to that point. Next year, he said they're going to have a large assortment of new products that are going to be coming out. Again, we know the Cybertruck, Roadster, Semi, and Optimus version 1. He also did allude to a robotaxi-only vehicle that is definitely going to be coming. Whether that is next year or not has yet to be seen. We know that they are making great progress, and he's very happy with the progress they are making on general intelligence. So with the artificial intelligence going into FSD, which can then be put into Optimus, looks like next year is going to be a huge year for Tesla, coming out with new products, and all the excitement that everybody's trying to talk about now about, oh, what new stuff do you have coming out? That's next year. And so he said he didn't want to spill all the beans. So there's obviously more things that are out there that he did not discuss last night. You know, we had a lot of talks about a standard range Model Y. So that was not confirmed. There's some different discussions going on I saw on Twitter, which is maybe it's a long-range Model Y with a structural pack, which has software in it that is just holding back its range at the moment while they get more materials built up and batteries to be able to make it an actual official long range. Again, lots of unknowns there. We did not get those answers last night. So at this point, it's just speculation. So we'll see if we get any more information out of that by the Q1 earnings call. And Elon did say that they are at 1% of the global automotive production rate in the entire world. He said, so that's still a tiny little fraction of what is truly going on out there, but their goal is to get to 20% or more of the production. And that's an enormous addressable market right there just for EVs. Of course, that doesn't include the energy market that they're going into, robotaxis, which doesn't even really have a market because it doesn't exist yet. And then, obviously Optimus and the Tesla bot going forward in the future. He said that Optimus is going to take us to the age of abundance. And what he means by that is when you think about it and you take a step back and, Elon said it before that labor is what drives GDP. So is there really a limit to GDP and labor? If you have Tesla bots doing all the work that humans don't want to do, that frees up humans to be able to live and do what they want to do. And you can just have more and more Tesla bots producing more and more product, which in turn will produce more sales and revenue and margins and profits. And that can just kind of go and grow infinitely, especially if we're going to be taking us to a second planet. So just looking on the grand massive scale, he says extreme scale. There's nothing more extreme than an unlimited total addressable market of labor. And in his words, this is something that no other company has achieved in the history of humanity. Now again, these are words, but Elon has so far proven that his words are fact. And he has proven that these words that he says do come to fruition. So again, you can always take his words with a grain of salt, and those of us who are fans believe in this. Wall Street, obviously, as we can see, they would show me the money versus show me the words. So, to take it a side note on that one, obviously that doesn't pertain to Legacy Auto, where their words mean gold, and Tesla's words mean nothing, despite the fact that Tesla proves their words, and Legacy Auto still has yet to prove that. And so they did drive out the Cybertruck. It looks like it was a production Cybertruck. Made some changes, no door handles on it. He had mentioned that. As he said, the vehicle should be smart enough to know that you are walking over to it, so it will just open up the door for you. And they said that this is definitely worth the wait. What they're putting into this, as they said, there are going to be no other trucks. This is going to be a truck. And then everything else is just going to be what else is left out there. So it'll be exciting to finally get some information on Cybertruck. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll get more details on what it will actually include, pricing on it, the different versions that they have. So we will have to wait and find out that information in the future. Elon did say that yes, again, there is a massive wave of new products that are going to be coming out next year. And there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that they haven't talked about yet. So I thought we might get a little bit of this information in Austin. I guess not. It was just a huge party where they're just doing deliveries. But we did get a bunch of these little nuggets and information just to kind of get inside of Elon's mind to see where they're going. And so for me, the biggest takeaways are, yes, we are going to be getting the Cybertruck next year. We kind of knew this. But just to reiterate that the massive scaling is what is going on this year, and then we're going to have the massive wave of new products coming next year. The other piece was the fact that he did say that they are working on a dedicated robotaxi. That to me is huge. I think that might be what they are working on over in China. Again, we will find out for that. That is my own speculation. We'll find out the rumors on that in the future as well. But otherwise, let me know in the comments again, what are your takeaways from last night? How do you feel about the night? How did it go? And if you were there, definitely let me know what the energy was like in that building, because it seemed like it was absolutely amazing. And again, I've got the link to the live stream down in the description below so you can watch the entire thing for yourself. It was a great fireworks show at the end. Otherwise, I thank you all for all of your support. I appreciate all of that. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all of the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. Thank you so much. Have a great one.